What's going on, ladies and gents? Here we are at our next destination, where we will find the next Triforce shard. But you know what? These guys are making me nervous, so before we do anything else, let me just take care of these guys. Haha, yes! Goodbye! Anyway, we are here at Overlook Island, and as I said, this will be the next place this is the next place where we will find the next Triforce shard, that is. And really, how we're going to obtain this next Triforce shard is very similar to how we retrieved it back at Stonewatch Island. Oh, guys, take a look at this. I don't think I've ever seen this before during this playthrough of this game. This is a blue choo-choo, and it is extremely rare, guys. You only find it on certain islands, so you're going to want to normally put it in your bottle, but for right now, I kind of want to hold on to my fairy and then save my empty bottle for Grandma's hearty soup, as you guys remember. She makes a pretty mean soup, you know. So I'll just you know what? I don't think I need to keep this in a bottle. My bad. I forgot that when you first grab the chew jelly, you put it in your spoils bag. But then when you turn it into a potion, that's when you need to place it inside of a bottle. So why not just grab the chew jelly anyway? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and keep using our hook shot. We couldn't access this area before entering the Wind Temple. Yeah, we got this at the Wind Temple, so... But nonetheless, I still think that it's really good that we got a head start on the Triforce piece collecting. Remember how we were doing some of that before we even entered the Earth Temple, remember? But now that we took care of that, we don't need to worry about those charts and about those shards now. So that's just a general overall good tip to life, you know? When possible, try to get as much work done as early as you can, so you don't need to worry about it later on. That was rude, Green Bakoblin. I mean, really, I was in the middle of giving a life lesson. These guys, I don't know why they're hiding inside of jars. Were they just waiting for me this whole time to come down this hole? Oh man, what a dark and nasty life these guys must have been living, stuck inside of these jars all of this time. And they look like fully matured Bakoblins too, man. Poor guys, their childhood has known nothing but darkness. That's quite unfortunate. Of course, maybe I'm overanalyzing things. Maybe they just heard me enter this here, like, small dungeon, if you will, and then they hid inside of the vases. I don't know. It's their lives. It's none of my business. Alright, let's move on to the next room. It's kind of nice that... I mean, we did fight Bakoblins in the last dungeon that we encountered like this in the last episode, but it looks like we're encountering some pretty different enemies for the most part. No, not really. Okay, so, I mean, the last little dungeon had us fighting those blue Bakoblins, right? And even though we did fight Bakoblins right now, I mean, they were green, so technically, they were different. Oh my goodness, these guys summon so many people. How obnoxious. You guys are so obnoxious. Alright, let's try not to use a fairy in this dungeon, because I kind of want to save that for later in this episode. Oh man, you wizard, stop summoning! And I can't aim my... These guys are killing me. I can't aim my bow at the wizards because the game wants me to target the choo-choo instead. So, and every time, these guys keep nailing me with fire. Oh man, I already lost a good 3 hearts. This is getting very annoying, guys. You know what? Oh no, and the keys are back. No, don't bite me. Take this. It's Legend of Zelda, the first-person shooter. Oh man, and there are too many of these spiked balls on me now. Okay, you know what? I am being extremely careless, guys. I'm just having so much fun with Wind Waker, the first-person shooter and all. Oh no! Take this. What if they made a first-person multiplayer Legend of Zelda game? Well, I think technically they did, and that's called Link's Crossbow Training. But what I mean is, what if they made a shooter that was like, whoa, Gagarox! I didn't expect to see these guys down here. Take that. Where are you? Oh my goodness. Oh, I wasn't burned. I wasn't burned. That's good. And he's got such a manly voice too. I haven't pointed that out yet, how these toucans, these magical toucans have such manly voices. When you hit them, they go, oh, oh. Alright, let's stop talking about these magical toucans because they annoyed me so much in this last room. Look at my health now. I mean, I can't really blame them because it was my carelessness that got the better of me. I don't want to say that they bested me. I want to say that it was my fault for not being careful enough. I don't want to give them any credit for anything. Stalfos, hello there. I'd be careful with where you're swinging that thing, you know, you might really hurt someone, you know, like me. If it's okay, I'd prefer if you didn't hurt me. Oh my goodness. These Stalfos are... Honestly, they're a little easier to take out than in other Zelda games because really with the Stalfos in Ocarina of Time, for example, or in Majora's Mask, you really had to be careful with how you fought them. You had to consider like when they'd block and all of that, but here, these guys are just recklessly swinging their clubs away. Oh, and he's reforming. Although I'm not really complaining. I mean, Stalfos are Stalfos, and you are who you are, Stalfos. So don't make me change you, you know. You are who you are, and you are now dead as well, so bye-bye. Oh, I really wish that I had some of Grandma's hearty soup right now, because I don't know when the next time I'll be finding a fairy will be. Normally, we only find fairies inside of 1, Great Fairy Fountains, of course, and 2, inside of dungeons, right before the boss of the dungeon. But you know what? I could just go and visit a Great Fairy in this episode. It wouldn't be such a problem, right? Alright. Oh, and here are these- Whoa! Okay, remember how I said that a lot of the enemies found in this little dungeon are very similar to those found in the other dungeon in the last episode? Well, these are like giant versions of the statues that we saw in the other episode. Okay, you know what? Just start spinning around and then explode, please. These guys aren't too bad. I just don't want them to bump into me with their spikes and all of that, because that was such a weird animation. Oh, video games sometimes. Okay, take that. And that is the last of the giant statues. Now, I'm pretty sure that just like in the last dungeon, we're going to have to fight Dark Nuts. So let's prepare ourselves for that. Let's mentally prepare, okay? Before we pass through this door, let's take a breather. And then press A to open the door. Ooh, this time we've got... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there are 4 Dark Nuts. Okay. I'm going to try not to freak out too much. I think that this can be done. If I just, if I would just actually hit his helmet and knock it off, it can be done. All right, so yeah, really pay attention to when they attack, and then be attentive to when to use your shield and when to attack with the sword, because you know, many times it's very easy to forget that you even have a shield. I know that that's how it was for me in The Legend of Zelda for the longest time, but Heroes Mode made me realize that the shield is such a wonderful object to be using at all times. Encountering is also a lifesaver at times. Oh, dude, take it easy. You gotta be careful with how you swing that thing. Oh my goodness. You really hurt your friend there. I'm pretty sure that I see him crying a bit over there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is so brutal. You guys like really need to chill out. I'd appreciate it if you chilled out just a bit, guys. But you know what? I want to thank you guys because, oh man, there's still 3 of you, but you guys are helping me finish you guys off. Oh, but now I've only got, oh no. Well, that's it. That's my last fairy, guys. Oh, it never gets old. All right, let's take off this guy's helmet. He could do without a helmet, right? He doesn't need it, per se. These guys. You know, I could just stand here all day and then let them attack each other. Yeah, just like that. Except, you know, not be hit by the Dark Nut. That would be ideal while watching them kill each other. You know what? Let's wrap this up now. Let's wrap up this fight. All right, that's 2 Dark Nuts taken care of. Now there are only 2 more left, as you guys can see. I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful. You know, really, I say that a lot. I say that I have to be a little bit more careful when really nothing changes. Ouch, he palmed me. He palmed me in the face. Can you believe this guy? He's so rude. My goodness. Alright, and that takes care of the 3rd one. Now there's only 1 more left. Now this shouldn't take much longer, because now I don't need to worry about being attacked by other Dark Nuts while focusing on one specific Dark Nut. And there you go. That is the 4th one downed. Now we can exit. Well, first, before we exit, of course, we have to get what we came here for. I know that I tend to do that. Sometimes I tend to forget doing certain things that are at times very important. And I know that over the course of this series, I have made you guys shake your head in disappointment. I know that I've made some of you guys do that. You can't deny it. Hopefully I haven't, but... Anyway, here is our next Triforce shard, I believe. Because according to the incredible chart, we were supposed to find a Triforce piece in this area, not a Triforce chart, so let's just cross our fingers and hope that it wasn't lying to us. And why would it lie to us? Because this is our second to last Triforce shard. Now, the next Triforce shard that we have to get will be on an island that you guys probably weren't expecting. We need to go back to our home island of Outset and retrieve that last Triforce shard, so I will see you guys there. And here we are back at our home island of Outset. Isn't it nice to be back home? Now, you guys probably remember seeing this guy, the lookout guy, let's call him that. Oh, so close! If only I could fly to the top of that hill! If only, beneath that rock head, the triumph. Oh, I nearly spoke aloud without thinking. It is a secret. Yes, quite a secret. And of course, we know that he is speaking of a Triforce, unless he's talking about, like, a triumph of some kind. I don't even know. That was weird. Before I came here, I took a stop by the Great Fairy Fountain and picked up a fairy, and I also got some of Grandma's hardy suit because, believe me, you guys are going to need it. And I know it sounds scary, but personally I believe that this is going to be a lot of fun for all of us, really. For all of us involved, whether it be for me playing or for you guys watching and all of that. But really, what I'm hoping for right now is that I'll even be able to make it over there. Oh, please. Please let me make it. Please. Oh my goodness. I can do it. Oh, nice. I was afraid that I would have to extend my magic bar because I know that I haven't done that yet. I need to visit a great fairy and then have my magic bar extended, but you know what? That's not so important. But what is important right now is the fact that Link is carrying nothing. Just kidding. He's carrying a giant stone head. Again, such a beautiful rock crafted by nature. But goodbye, beautiful rock. I don't know what you broke against. Was it the air? Now, I want to make a quick disclaimer here, just so that you guys know. I won't be completing this here dungeon in this episode. I actually need to make it into 2 parts because it's going to be quite long. Believe me, it's going to be very long. And for the record, you can find fairies in here before actually entering this dungeon. Let's see what this stone says. The Savage Labyrinth. Deep in the never-ending darkness, the golden shard you seek awaits. Oh, some exciting stuff. So let's go ahead and get started with this Savage Labyrinth. I think that I want to equip my... I don't need bombs. I'll probably need a boomerang and a grappling hook for stealing items. But let's get started with this. This is going to be exciting. I love fighting enemies in Wind Waker HD. Oh my goodness. And not to say that I don't enjoy fighting in any other Zelda game, but let's be real here, it's a lot more fun to fight in 3D Zelda games than it is to fight in 2D Zelda games. But then again, that could just be my own opinion. You guys might have a different opinion. What are you guys' thoughts? I want to hear from you guys now. What do you think? Do you prefer 3D Zelda games or 2D Zelda games? Or do you guys think that really you can't compare the two because they're so different? I mean, you know... The gist is the same. You've got your dungeon hunting, you've got, Link saving Zelda and all of that, for the most part, not in Majora's Mask. Zelda is not really in Majora's Mask, aside from being mentioned in a flashback. Oh my goodness. Oh, I saw that coming. Okay, I'm going to need to fight a little bit more strategically here. But yeah, you basically get the gist of this, right? There are multiple floors in this dungeon, and not just multiple, there are a ton of floors here, which is why I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to finish this in this episode. But, if not, then we've got a pretty exciting episode coming up full of action and all of that. Then after that is an even more exciting episode because we will be heading over to Hyrule Castle to see if Zelda is doing okay. I really hope that she's doing okay. Although, because the King of Red Lions said that Ganondorf is no longer in the Forsaken Fortress, I doubt that things are going to go our way when we visit Hyrule Castle. Hint, hint, foreshadowing. That's probably... okay, that's probably a bit of a spoiler. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Let's see if arrows will do these guys any good. Alright, so not so bad. And then as you guys remember, just destroy it once it's in its curled up form. How do boomerangs do against it? Okay, so it doesn't really do anything against it, really. How about if I shoot it at its back? No. The arrow just bounces off of its body. Wow. It's got such a tough exoskeleton. You guys are some very impressive insects, if I do say so myself. Oh, stay back. Let me kill your friend first. Now we can fight. Now you've got my attention, man. I'm all yours. What do you want to say to me? Oh my goodness! Aw, man. Wasting my time. I still don't know what these guys' names are. I'm telling you, even though like I say things in episodes like, oh, I don't know this guy's name or I don't know what this place is called, I don't really bother to do the research after recording the episode and all of that, so you're gonna have to forgive me. As much as I try to be knowledgeable as much as possible anyway, but there are still times when I don't know everything. Really, there's never a time when I know everything. I mean, who knows it all, really? No one knows it all. It's still good to do your research for Let's Plays though, guys. I'm not saying that it's okay to not... Well, it's okay to not do research sometimes. Never mind, I'm Okay, you guys probably are bored with me talking about all of this stuff, about research and all of that. What is this, school? What am I asking you guys to like do research for an essay or something? No, this is Wind Waker HD, the Let's Play, you know? And we are here to just relax and enjoy ourselves as we continue to maim these poor insects. Link is a monster. All right, after this floor, I'm going to need to call it quits. But let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at you know what the next floor is. Or maybe I probably shouldn't do that. Let's leave it a surprise. But you guys have to agree that this Savage Labyrinth is pretty awesome so far, right? Well, anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode of Wind Waker HD, where we will finish off the Savage Labyrinth and find our last Triforce shard. Hey, thank you guys once again for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate that you guys took the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like. Let's try to get this video up to 8 likes. And if you'd like to see more content from me in the future, feel free to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next episode, so until then, take care.